Intellectual mind is always confused and corrupted and infected. On top of that, it's really infected. That's why you see a war between the Russia and Ukraine, and the war is still going on. And the United States President Donald Trump, bless his heart, he's trying to stop the war. And the war is stopped only if they start thinking about, they become conscious of that, because they only have a consciousness of 1%. If they become 100% conscious and they do everything consciously, and that is what we call intellectual mind, totally become conscious, the war will stop. Now he's telling the Israel and the Hamas to sit together on a table where they communicate with each other, because the communication has a vibration, communication has the energy, and that is, they have to communicate with each other, and they have to think about it, that they love each other, they care about each other. They go a little beyond than intellectual mind, because the little bit intuition is they have, and that intuition can stop the war, because that will give them a more consciousness, more meditation, because the day you are born, as you're coming out from the mother's womb, the whole existence went in, that the whole meditation went in, and that is the whole consciousness. It is same as a watcher, and each person in the Israel and Hamas become a watcher, and the person who is a coordinator becomes a watcher, and understand what a watcher is, because all the animals in the universe, they are not conscious of the what you call of the existence, but they are conscious of their conditioning in a different way. But they are conscious of life, and they do not talk, and they keep their mouth shut, and they basically, when you close your eyes, that Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is inside, and that is living in the present, and that's how he lived his life, and that's how he sacrificed his life, and that's what we have to learn, how to live intuition and instinct, because they are in the present, they are infallible, and the intellect mind is totally fallible, and that's why there's a war. And the war is only stopped if you really become conscious of that conditioning, and the war will stop. I know I came to this country in 1967 as a medical doctor. My father, who before he got married, he went to Dera Baba Nanak. That was 1941, and that before the partition. And that's where he learned that the mind is a heap of impression and the body is a heap of food. And I learned from him that because he was a watcher, he was living moment to moment. And that's what I learned from. And I was born at the end of 1942. That was in Pakistan. And was a 4-year-old when we left Pakistan, when the Muslim came to our home and told my papa that you should leave, because the country is going to be divided into India and Pakistan, that the Muslims will be mostly going towards Pakistan. And that's what happened. And we left at night with a one suitcase, and we came to Amritsar, and then we came to New Delhi, India, and we lived in 2nd K 103 Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi. And I remember still now that house where we lived. It was a 200-yard home. Now it has become a 4-story home, unfortunately, because it's all intellectual, because it is all artificial, it is all corrupted, art is all convoluted and confused. And I tell you, I wish that we could have made that a Gurdwara, but unfortunately, my father left this country in 1995, and he was laughing that time. And then I told my mother, unfortunately, my mother wanted to come back to the United States because she wanted to live with all her 4 children and with a daughter. And that's what happened. And she eventually died. And she died in my hands. And she's saying that I'm going towards what you call to the existence, that I am neither born, neither alive, but my energy is totally going away, and that is the second law of thermodynamics. The energy is neither created nor destroyed, and she is gone. And I see her every day. I see my father every day. And I do my exercise every day, raise my hands up, and I do my kali artificial, that is called the breathing like this, that is called the external cardiac resuscitation every day, so that I can be happy and healthy. And I do my exercise, try to do every day. And I see my grandson Kian, who's a beautiful soul and who's taking my video, and I love him. And he understands that artificial resuscitation we have to do every day, 50 times in the morning, 50 times at the lunchtime, and 50 times at daytimes, because that gives me energy, that gives me a power, and that gives me how to live in the present, moment to moment, and I love it. Thank you very much. I love you all.